Right. So, now that I'm back, time to do that one very interesting star again. Or shrine. Coconut, okay. Gosh. Please tell me I make it in time. Oh no, that was the wrong ship. Man. Alright. Takes so long. Okay. And it's already taken... I'm timing it this time, and it's already taken like 2 minutes. Right? Okay. Okay. Finally. Oh, what? cool. I missed that, okay. Okay, I don't have time. Okay. I'm gonna try shimmying my way all the way back then, because that pipe is a trap. Right. Okay. Mario, come on. Why'd the lily pad stop? No! Yeah, that's a really annoying coin. Missed that one. And missed that one. Okay. I missed that one. I'm at least maintaining my lives. Okay, missed that one. Missed that. Okay, missed that as those lives as well. No! Oh man. Okay. But what I want to do now is try this out. I'm surprised they didn't patch this out. Oh. Well done. Yeah, that cheese is a lot better than any of the other things I've seen. Better than slowly walking your way right back across. Right. Never doing that again. No, I'm not doing that again. That is crazy. You know, let me also check this. Is it still covered up? Actually, wait, I should get the other nozzle. I need to make sure this is actually just like them being straight up evil with what they did. Okay, it's still there, but still, that's not... You still consider that pretty evil. Okay. So... there are a few things. Okay, I need to get better at parkour and... No. Let me get the hover nozzle again. None of these doors open. But there is a shine in there, I just don't know how to get it. Yeah, how do you get that shine? Because if you go under there, you end up in the secret area. So... yeah, there's a hover nozzle. Assuming something here. There should be something there. That would make a lot of sense. Already gone that one. Oh, this thing. This one's a little crooked. Wonder if I can do something about that. A little bit crooked. Can I run into it? If that one on top is a little crooked, I feel like I should be able to just run into it and just go in. Oh. Oh, wait a minute. Is there someone that can throw me? There is. I remember. The guy over there that can throw me, I remember. I was wondering what that was so for. This guy threw me really far. Like a guy over here, I'm pretty sure. Oh, this is different. You know what? All right. Good to hear, good to hear. $57. Not bad. Gonna take this just to go faster. Where? What? Can I spray these off? Nope. Yeah, I was unnecessarily making it more difficult for myself. Oh, I've already gotten this one. Boo. Okay, where is this person? There is a guy. Is it this guy? Or is it this guy over here? Very wet. Where's the guy? There, I remember the guy. I still remember where he is. Oh. Alright. How do I talk to him? Oh, there. Oh, that was perfect. Okay, perfect. I'll take that. Stop spinning! Stop. You're doing front flips. I'm stopping you from moving. Okay. There. Alright, so now I'm gonna make my way to That normal level over there. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. Runaway Ferris wheel. That's interesting. Is it just fast or is it actually like riding? Let's see. Look pretty fast. That's not running. There are a few things happening there. But I could also get Yoshi now. Oh, okay, I can't get up there. Okay. Uncool, man. I wonder where Yoshi is. Where the Yoshis. Where's the Yosh? Probably get up here really fast. And... huh. I wonder how bad of an idea this is. Oh, that worked. Oh, that was easy. Very easy blue coins. Alright, so... probably shouldn't have been able to come up here via the Ferris wheel, but... I'll take it. That was easy. What's the calculator? Ah, I can go on top now. That's cool. Can actually ride the Ferris wheel. Right? I almost fell off. It's the evil calculator. What does that mean? Oh, I really want that blue coin. I'm gonna go for the blue coin. I really want it. Shouldn't take me long. Only a bit of a sidetrack. Yeah. Okay. This thing goes all the way up. Therefore, if I go here and I go on the underside of it. Okay, maybe when it goes back around. This thing is like spinning kinda oddly. Yeah, what is up with this one? Wait a minute. Come on. Yeah. It's gonna rev up a little bit. And then I'm gonna go all the way later. Hello. I'm falling. I'm falling. That was not according to plan. Hello, how are you today? I spin these faster? Can I hit this? Nope. Oh. Could have easily finished this level by now. Just trying to get this blue coin up here. Probably would have been easier with the turbo. Hey, there's a lot to this level I haven't seen yet. You know? Probably not a good idea. That was really bad timing. Okay. But this time, this will be pretty good timing. Okay. I faced through the ship. That is not... That's not good or normal. They haven't tested this game fully. I can probably make that. I think I timed it well. 27 hours later, yeah? Okay, got that. Definitely need to wait for the ship here. It goes all the way around. I can try to get on it. That did not work out. Yeah, this is probably should have gotten, or probably one of those blue coins I should need the what do you call it? The jet nozzle for. But it's possible. Not possible. I was close. You just need to go a little higher than this. That's all. Good to hear that you're fine. This. Yes. There we go. Oh, that's neat. Feel free to link it. Might check it out, although I won't be able to finish it. I did not climb up. There. And which Mario Maker style are you using? You know how like there are 5 different styles and stuff? I think is it because everything's quiet, or is it because my audio is loud? I hope it's not because my audio is too loud. That'd be pretty bad. I need to get up here. I need to do some wall jumps and not fall off. Or better yet, probably just do this, not that. Could work, could work. That works. Okay. Well, yeah, because like it just feels like not many people are driving outside, and everything gets really quiet. And I made it up there before. Okay. Is it with the different effects and stuff, or is it like... What did this guy have to say? Oh, wait, is he, was he happy when it was faster, or is he just like... Am I just seeing text I didn't see before? I sort of skipped this entire section when I first went through. And I'm gonna skip the entire section again. This is not something I'm doing. Now, how I might skip it, you might ask? By coming up here and just gliding across. Night levels are pretty cool. I think the only one I don't really particularly enjoy would be the why am I not on it? Okay. Only one I don't really like is the one where everything is backwards because that just feels really confusing. Inverted controls and all. Either that means no one's played it or it's really difficult. Probably the latter. Alright. Right back into the cannon. Wonder how many shrines this one has. Probably 8, right? Yoshi Go Round Secret. Okay. I'm assuming it's the roller coaster. Guy gives me sunshades. What does this guy say? I want to find out a way to get under the baskets. Okay, never mind. Oh, okay, this looks fun. Do I just need to find an actual Yoshi? Wait a minute. Actually, let me press this before I do the 100-point challenge. Where does this appear? Oh, okay, all around in a circle. That's easy to get. Okay, as I miss one. Okay, that would be easy to get on the actual challenge itself. Now, find a blue coin. Now to find an actual Yoshi egg. Kind of feels disturbing if I actually need to use a Yoshi and like actually just stick him to the Ferris wheel or the roundabout. Roundago? What's it called? Something go round. Yoshi go round. I don't remember what they're called. That's a breakable block. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. So, where is that Yoshi? Captured on purpose because I just saved you pre- says, hey Mario, the princess that captured Bowser. Hey, Mario 64, she gave you a cupcake. No, she gave you a cake, you know? That's better than a cupcake. Oh, these things are going pretty fast. Oh, the birds are giving me coins. I didn't realize that. That's kind of... There's Yoshi. I know where the banana is. It's right here. Come on. Got it. Man. Also, the whole joke. What, like a princess in another castle? Do I need to get an orange Yoshi? Maybe. Let me just see. I feel like eating This might give me an orange Yoshi. Close enough. Yeah, it's orange. Let's go. Yoshi, don't worry what's gonna... I don't know what's gonna happen to you, but it's gonna be alright. Okay? Okay, Yoshi? Don't worry. What the heck? This is not the... What? This is not the merry-go-round? Why is this here? I was not expecting this. It's like the last thing I was expecting from this level. Okay. Red one's... on a green one. Okay, I just have to come closer to it. Okay. This is an interesting level. They really like doing these levels. I fell off. Well, I mean, honestly, what did you really save her from, right? I mean, it's not like Bowser's gonna eat her, right? Bowser just likes Peach. If anything, he saved her from a vacation. Okay. I don't like how fast this one's going. Okay. And I need to do the same thing over again. Definitely not Xbox. Xbox has completely, like, just given up at this point. Do you remember that everything as an Xbox campaign? Everything's an Xbox. And then they just end up classifying, like, what do you call it? Like everything, like, oh look, this laptop, it's also an Xbox. Oh, this computer is also an Xbox. You know, if that's what we're going by, the definition that Microsoft says, if everything's an Xbox, then I'd say the computer is the best Xbox, you know? Anyways, I'll say between Nintendo and Microsoft, well, I don't really play any, like, or no, I mean, not Microsoft. It's between Nintendo and Sony. I don't really... Oh, this is interesting. I don't really play many, like, Sony games, or I haven't even, like, ever owned a PlayStation. Although I feel like, objectively, the best value console you can get is probably a PlayStation, because it has all the games you would probably want to play, just available right there. As opposed to, say, what do you call it? Nintendo is also pretty nice. I like them. I like their consoles and stuff for their exclusives. So, in terms of, like, hardware, I'd say Sony. But then in terms of like, actual software and stuff, I like Nintendo's one better. You know? This is an interesting thing. Is there anything on top? Okay, I can just jump up from there. There. This one's a lot easier than the other one. Yeah, that was a lot easier. Honestly, it all depends on what you want between, like, a PlayStation or a like Nintendo console. If you want to play a lot of good games at a pretty good like quality or frame rate, and you also don't really care about Nintendo exclusives, then Sony is the way to go, like PlayStation. But if you care about exclusives, then yeah, probably be Nintendo. Alright, need to go back there. Oh yeah, that's solid. Yeah, Astrobot is amazing. I've heard a lot of really good things about it, especially from like friends and stuff. Definitely a must-have for like for a PlayStation. But not only that, if you do get a PlayStation, you also have access to like GTA 6 when it comes out. Although I'm not really personally like too attached to GTA since I never really grew up with it. It is also pretty cool to have that, like, to be able to play that like before anyone else. Plus, if you don't have a PC, then you have access to so many like really good first like other games. For example, and plus, usually a lot of third-party games come out on like, say, Banana just stuck there. They usually come out on like PlayStation first before any other console. And they also probably come out at the best quality on like PlayStation console as opposed to any other console. Man, it's kind of funny how they never show you what happens to Yoshi. Like, oh yeah, you finally led him to this place. What happens now? Kinda hard to be an Xbox supporter now. Well, primarily because of, you just fumbled the bag. Pretty big. Like, I understand why you may have been one, but kinda hard to even support an Xbox now. Heard something about AI, like them also trying to push the whole AI co-pilot thing on, on other things as well. Where are the other red coins? Not there. Yeah, I heard they also tried like pushing, or they actually added like some features of Copilot onto an Xbox now. Although it's not really as prominent, I hear. It also does suck that they haven't really done anything with the Halo IP as much as they should. Can I come up here? What happens? I can't do anything there. That is a solid block of ice. I do have a cousin who's played all of Halo, and he really likes it. But if it comes on PC, he's probably gonna get it on there. It also seems like a really fun game, Halo. I would love to play it sometime. Alright. Yeah, so if you're coming from Xbox, I'd recommend the PlayStation. Yeah, no, that's alright. You don't really need to sell an Xbox. I mean, how many people are gonna buy an Xbox as well? You can keep it. It's pretty cool piece of like video game history. And it's cool for what it was. Achievements are also awesome. But then again, honestly, PlayStation achievements are also pretty good, I hear. Because I hear a lot, basically every game on the PlayStation Store also has an achievement. They have the trophy system. So, you wouldn't really be missing out on as much as you'd think, but you would be missing out on the few exclusives the Xbox still does have. Like Hi-Fi Rush? I'm not sure. Halo, maybe. Right. Easy enough. Yeah, go ahead. You can also get some pretty good sales on like a PS5. And with how things are looking on like RAM and stuff, it's probably going to still be relevant for at least the next 3 years. So a pretty powerful console. You can play a ton of stuff on it, and yeah. I also hear that Sony's going to go back to making more exclusives on their console. That is a bit of a controversial thing, but generally, good news for PS5 owners. Plus, like, I still like the way like Sony does physical games. Like, you know how, like, I am more of a supporter of like physical media. You get all the controllers and stuff. It's gonna cost me like 1,000. You can sell my Girl Scout cookies. Call them alien Scout cookies. I put it to battle glitter. Okay. It'll take a while, but you could probably find a good deal, like nearby. I feel like you should be able to find a pretty good deal, like online and stuff, especially after or in Marketplace for a PS5. You don't necessarily need to get like a new one. Although an Astrobot controller would probably be a little difficult to get your hands on, considering how Astrobot is a 2024 game, I think? 2023 or 2024. That would work, but I feel like, well, obviously the best way would be just get a part-time job. I'm not sure how much profit you'd get from a, from Girl Scout cookies. Take a while. But PS5 is a pretty solid console, and yeah, and as I was saying, you also they also have this thing where if you get a physical disc and stuff, you basically download all the data from the disc onto your console. So basically, pretty smart of them. I think the only reason why I don't really care much about the PS5 myself is because, well, I didn't grow up with the PS5, and then seeing how little exclusives they put out for it doesn't really give me much, Well, that's alright. Although, who knows what'll happen with the PS5 by the time, like, you can afford to get one, right? What if, like, let's say the PS6 comes out, then what? Although, actually, if it does come out, then you'd still be able to, like, probably be able to get a PS5 for cheap. Oh, there's another star. What type of games would you be trying to get, aside from, like, Astrobot and stuff? think if I had a PS5, I'm not sure. I feel like I'd probably maybe get like Final Fantasy series. But the thing is, if you're not old enough to get a job, I'm not sure what sort of games would appeal to you. I've always felt like Sony's sort of the like, kind of in the middle with or kind of more on the mature side for the games they have, which for genres we appeal to. But yeah, I don't think you can go wrong with a PS5. It's a pretty good console and longevity seems pretty nice. But in the end, just yeah, it's all just use case. Whatever you think would be best. What am I trying to do here? Oh, I'm trying to go on the roller coaster. I missed a roller coaster. What made you decide to go for, or what? No, what made you an Xbox gamer? Well, I mean, you don't really have that type of issue now. What type of Xbox did you have before? Did you have an Xbox 360? Okay, that's all I need to do. Okay, I have just completely missed that. What is this? This is hard. I have no idea how to do this. I have to do this before it hits one loop? I have missed so many. Okay. Xbox X. Not bad. You can actually play quite a bit on there. I mean, if you have the Xbox... Is it the Series X? Because I feel like there isn't really much of a point to get a PS5, is there? I did terrible. I should have gotten more. Nice. I don't know how to aim. I am terrible at aiming. I'm always over. Wait, come on. Can I get that? Can I get that? I got it. Okay. Good. I missed, but I got that one. See your messages, can't read it right now. Should I aim a little lower? I have a chance to aim for this one. I aimed too high. Aim like this. Got it. Aim like this. Got it. Like that. Got it. This one, I don't think I can get. Try, it's just not gonna work out. Nope, too high. Sorry, I can't really kind of focus on this. I see your message though. I'll read it as soon as I can. I am terrible at this. Maybe this? Nope. I have completely missed those. I was like, Xbox, this sounds cool. I want to get one because I see videos on it and how people... Okay, so, Okay, I see. Well, I mean... Yeah, I guess. You can't... That is... I mean, honestly, I can't really say anything about that. That is probably the way you end up getting a console like that in the first place. Like, usually... when I got this console here, like the Switch and stuff, it's usually because, well, I grew up with Nintendo games and stuff, and these sorts of games appeal to me a lot more than a PlayStation. Plus, I have my own, like, computer as well now, so I'm not really missing out on any of the third-party stuff. But then again, the reason why I'm asking is because, like a PlayStation 5 and an Xbox 360, the main difference between the two that I know of is just the ability to play games, the type of games. As well, at least in the past, that was the main difference. Like, for example, in the past, Xbox used to have a lot more exclusives, and then Sony also used to have their own. I missed. Okay. You see, I am not good at these first attempts. And I get this. No. Oh, no. Should have gone for that later. Maybe this. It's got one. Pretty sure your brother had an Xbox. Yeah, that's fair. I've had a sibling with the same mentality. I understand what you mean. I should aim lower there. Okay, yeah. Alright. I missed both of those shots. Please tell me this won't be like a very difficult one. I probably aim for anything here. Okay, should have aimed for something else there. Maybe that. Then this one. Aim for that. Okay. I only got one balloon. Okay. How about this? Missed it. Close though. Too low. Yep, this is old games. Old games for you. It's confusing because it's like, oh yeah, I think I'm aiming correctly, but then it turns out, supposed to aim a little higher. Sometimes it's kind of exact, sometimes it's not. That was great. Only bad thing is that I didn't get any of the other things, so it doesn't really matter as much. Okay. Probably need to aim for the other ones from here. Maybe that. Can I aim for that? Can I get that? Can I get that? Can I get that? I did. Okay. Oh, there's one up there? And I missed that completely. You know, the hardest part about this is the fact that I need to get them all. Okay, that rocket's for the one on the bottom. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty hard. But... oh, and I also don't like how I just spawn right outside. I need to make my way all the way back. Yeah, so yeah, it makes sense if you get one because you see your like elder sibling get one. But right now, what's your main reason like you want to get PS5 as opposed to just sticking to Xbox? Is it just for Astrobot or is it mainly for like other things as well? Well, the thing is, that would work sometimes. The only issue is that, well, I swear there was someone here. There is something here. No. Here. I didn't realize. That's cool. That works for some games, when you do it for when it's most unexpected, but then not really all the time. I'm not sure why I'm doing this. I got the blue coin. Oh, I mean, seems like an awful lot of effort for one game, but I don't really blame you much since that is probably... Like, for example, when I got the Switch 2, the latest console, even though there was only really one game out for it, I got it in hopes of, like, other games also coming out for it. Plus, you don't really need to worry too much about, like, losing what you have or achievements. Alright, got that. That's good. That's good. Good. Also good. Like, is there anything on the Xbox besides, like, achievements? Yeah, I'm pretty sure Xbox achievements, you can also get them on, like, later on like, PC and stuff. I feel like it's something that they would have carried over. Did I really miss all that? This is, like, up there. I missed that. Okay, that does not work. Somehow got that balloon, sure. Okay, a little lower. Got it. Got all those. Oh, we can go for that one. Almost. You know what? It's right there. That's one. Nope. Might as well get this one. I missed. But it's alright, these are the only ones I need to get. Just use everything I have to get it. Okay, everything on these last two balloons. I'm not sure what sort of free games they have. I feel like nowadays a lot of stuff are just paid. Yeah, I was really off. See everything I have at this one. Nope, too late. Nope. Very late. Where is it at? Right there. It's there. Come on. One more. Just need to get one more on it. Hit the rail. One. Got it! Alright. See what free games at. It's a... What's a Gouda cheese? If I talk to them, would they put me back on the ride? Okay, I'm glad they don't. Okay. Yeah, thanks for joining, Kevin. Finally did that one level as well, the Yoshi one. The one where you have to sort of guide a Yoshi all the way through. That one wasn't fun. Alright, now I just need to do the 100 coin, and then I can move on from this level. I'll do it on this one. Let's see. So, if I'm doing the 100 coin, might as well do all of these. I don't know how to do any of the baskets though. Maybe these guys? Guys, can you guys help me with the baskets here? Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. Wondering how to get these things though. Oh, just what? Oh, whoa, whoa. A lot. What do you mean? I'm losing health because I don't have it? Wait. Mario's weak without his hat. Where is it? Mario? Where's your hat? Where'd he go? Okay, I need to test this out as well before I go. Nope, doesn't work. How do I get inside these baskets? And I don't lie, I don't know where Mario's hat went. This is not... Oh, Yoshi. What does he want? Can I get Yoshi out of here? Out of the park? Yeah, he disappeared with it. And for some reason I'm losing health because of it. Which is kinda... This is just Nintendo logic right here. I should not be losing health just because I lost a hat. These guys give a lot of coins though. Oh, the sand? Oh! Cool. Yoshi! Thanks for the tip. Didn't realize you could spray the sand. Hopefully I don't meet an unfortunate demise from this terminal illness of mine. Apparently. Apparently Mario is terminally ill and cannot... and starts taking damage without his hat. Okay. How... What is the point of having Yoshi here? What happens if I spray these guys with juice? What happens? They react the same way as if I sprayed them with water. Well, yeah, this gives me a lot of coins. Okay. I am so curious on the nature of these baskets. Oh man. Yeah, you weren't lying. Yeah, you weren't joking. This is actually so many. I don't like how Mario lost his hat, but... Oh man. I'll take that durian. Oh man, that's a lot of coins. One, two, three. I get like... I could actually get 100 coin here. Oh, and I can return to the mainland from here. Of course, as I say that, I run out of coins. There. Almost here. We're currently chasing suspects. Well. Oh no. Yeah, I guess that's 100 coin. Is that actually it? That's so many coins. Hope I can collect it with whatever this is. Clearly, Mario is there's something wrong with him. He just can't stand the sun without his hat. I'm still taking damage. Wow. Yeah, Yoshi's pretty wonky. Man. Okay, I forgot what the place was called. Mario Sunshine. I'm just gonna go back real quick because I really want to know how to get those baskets. I'm just gonna be waiting for a lot. Is that a joke? Okay. So. Oh, okay. I think I see. It'd probably be this one here. I'm not sure if I've done the red coin on this one. Oh, okay. I see. I'm assuming maybe I need to go close enough and get one of those ball bumps. I wonder how long I can hold on to this for. Okay, not too long. Can these things hit it? How about this? Yeah. Okay, thanks. Wait, can Yoshi do it? Wait. Maybe Yoshi would be able to do it. If I get the fruit somehow from the beach. Wait. Nope, wrong one. I'm assuming if I get Yoshi to help. It's like Mario Galaxy. Wait, yeah? It's like Mario Galaxy, then I can get him to probably swallow some of these things, right? Nope, he just eats them. Alright, see you, Yoshi. Okay, so there's a basket all the way over here. 2 baskets. Oh, this thing. Come on. Yeah. Alright, thank you. Yeah, have a nice day. It was nice talking to you. Oh yeah, by the way, Kevin, thank you for letting me know. This is... Well, it makes sense now. Didn't know there was another one before. Wow, these are a lot of blue coins. Well, every one of these has a blue coin. That's it, that's it. Completely missed. Yeah, it's such an intro. It's kind of taunting you. It's like, oh yeah, you can get these. There are a bunch of baskets with blue coins in them. And just never tells you about how you actually get it. This game kind of loves that, just locking certain secrets behind certain episodes. Like, for example, you know that one, I forgot what it was, the level name, but it's the one where you're in the plaza. That one was, like, the one where you have to look up at the sun to enter that level. That one was confusing because it's like, I was trying to find the nozzles and stuff for a pretty long time. And apparently all the nozzles were in episode 6. Or every accessible nozzle. That might be all of them. Might be all of them. Just gonna check the side. Nope. Alright. I'm not sure if I've done the red coin here before. I'm gonna take a look. Surprised Yoshi's still here. Oh yeah, he's almost done. What if I spray you? Nope. Goodbye, Yoshi. Nice to know you. Great. Easy does it. Yeah, I think definitely like that about Mario 64. Oh, Yoshi's normal, huh? Yeah, I haven't done this one yet. Oh no. Okay. Oh, that should be easy. This one's pretty easy. I say as I almost fall off. Mario 64. Is there one over here? I might just be wasting my time fully. I am. I'm completely wasting my time. That was not worth it. Decided to just start streaming because I feel like I should be uploading more on my channel. And well, initially, whenever I'd play a game, I'd just be recording on the side. But sometimes that just felt like it'd be better to stream it instead of just recording and playing by myself. It'd be nice to have someone to chat to as well. There was a time I have recordings for, like, you know, the game Shadow Labyrinth? I have like basically the entire game on just recording. I would not recommend that game. It is... I was so excited for it, but it is like... It's like a company tried to make a Metroidvania, but then they just didn't know how to do it. It has a bunch of... There's like... I'm not sure if you... Do you know about Metroidvanias? Are you... like well-versed in that type of genre? Yeah, Shadow Labyrinth, it was like... Have you ever heard of Secret Level? It's, it was a secret level reveal, but then the game itself just ends up being, like, completely different from the final result. It is definitely not something I would recommend. It was disappointing though, I was really looking forward to it. But it just ends up being like a hack and slash mixed with like Metroidvania aspects. And then they have some really difficult like sections that shouldn't be as difficult as they are. For example, you have like a section where it's like a boss. It's kind of like in Hollow Knight, the Colosseum the Fool, but if it was made mandatory and the controls were a lot worse. And then you also had like a section like, for example, I don't know. I wonder if you can just start hovering, or any way to start hovering after you finish a dive. Yeah, so you also had like a section where, say... Well, yeah, and they were actually, they weren't just copying. Old games usually put their own twist to it and actually made it a lot more fun than what Shadow Labyrinth did. Which is disappointing. I had high hopes for it, and then they'd also do a bunch of lore dumps whenever, like what type of Metroidvania does a lot of lore dumps? Like, gives you a huge wall of text to read to find out the story. And not only that, the story was, they were kind of trying to like start off a story that takes place in the middle of this huge other universe I've never heard anything about, and tried to make me care about characters I barely spend time with. Not really something for Metroidvania. I think generally for Metroidvanias and stuff, I really like the type of stories where it's more just something you find out rather than something you have to be told. That, or if it's done in a really nice way. Like, for example, well, that and the actual, like, what do you call it? Everything around that, like the entire world, should also sort of help tell you the story, you know? That was another thing the game was missing. It was missing a lot of atmospheric storytelling. It was, which is a shame. Had a lot of potential. I think another game I really enjoyed. I have a game I enjoyed. There are some hidden gems, which I feel like a lot of people haven't played. There's one called Moa Stray. That one was fun. Really liked the entire presentation and like the way the story was told. They have like these comic books you can sort of read at the end of every level, or at the end of every major stage. It does follow a level structure, but it's more of a platformer than it is a Metroidvania, like an action platformer. Very cool game. And then you have like Hollow Knight and Silksong, where you have a bunch of environmental storytelling where, yeah, always a shame when that happens. But then on the other hand, like if you expect greatness and then it exceeds that, that's also really cool. For example, Shadow Labyrinth was like example of it falling short, and then you had like Silksong, which is really good. I really enjoyed it. I would recommend it. I misjudged that I didn't think I would jump high enough. Silksong has a bunch of like environmental storytelling as well. A lot of story where it's kind of hidden and you have to find out. But whatever you need to know is there. And it also has its own fan service moments, which I really liked. And none of it really feels out of place. Everything felt like a normal progression of the story. Nothing new added. And everything was also very tough. You know how a lot of Metroidvanias have that that ability to phase through enemy attacks? And like, I thought I would get that eventually in Silksong. Nope, that never happens. So you're actually learning how to defend or to dodge every move, which makes some fights really, really difficult. And also makes it awesome if you're actually able to do any of them first try. Remember, one of them is like a gauntlet. And I was able to do it first try, and then I had a Discord server where they were like, "What do you mean? Did it first try?" That was a fun reaction. Oh, why not? I don't like this. This is a cruel section right here. Like, you sort of need to stand. Actually, maybe I remember it being a lot worse than it actually is. Oh, okay, yeah, that's the thing that made me fall. Okay. Yeah. I would recommend Silksong if you played, like, especially after Hollow Knight. All-time favorite game. That is difficult. I have a lot of good games. For example, like, once upon a time, I would say Breath of the Wild was my favorite. But, now it's more like I have a bunch of different genres I like. Different games I like from different genres. For example, if I'd say, like, best story game or best puzzle story game, I would have to say Outer Wilds. That was a great one. Like, you know, a game's great if it's able to get you to cry. That is, yeah. I think that's kind of odd, actually. I think a lot of the games I've played, on my favorite list, most of the time, it's because they were able to make me, like, also tear up somehow. Breath of the Wild, its cutscenes, even though it didn't really have, a lot of people say it didn't have much of a story, but, like, any story moments you got felt that much more valuable. And, yeah, there were some cutscenes which really hit hard. And then you also had games like, for example, Outer Wilds. Never expected to like that game as much as I did. That is a game I would recommend. It's such a good game. It's because it's a unique game you wouldn't ever, like, experience. It's like no other. But the issue is, if you want to recommend that game, you also can't really say much because literally anything you say can ruin the experience. Although I would say it's basically about exploring space. It is a very cool game that if you're able to try out, I would highly recommend. Then you also have, like, a platformer games which I really like. Celeste is a nice one, but then one which made me really, like, emotionally, like, really affected me in some way would have been Moe Stray. That one is like, it's like a story that really makes you think. I really filled the final jump, huh? And then besides that, Animal Well is also a really good game. It literally builds on your entire, I forgot the word for it. It really builds on your desire to explore. It's so fun just going around getting collectibles, which are the actual point of the game, and just going through the game, exploring, doing whatever you want, finding different endings. It has, like, such a vibrant world as well, and has such simple mechanics. So yeah, if you want to ask favorite game, you'd probably have to ask from each genre. I don't think I can say one. It would be like a 9x9 or something, or yeah, like that, right? I have heard of Life is Strange, although don't really play those games as often, but I understand why it affected you. Those games are always something special. Okay, I thought I saved it for a second. Although I have heard that, like, the first Life is Strange is the best one, which is kind of sad. But it is kind of hard to, like, one-up a sequel. Or do better than the main game. I do recall. You know, that's another thing. You know, I think a lot of the, like, say, this might not be really exactly related, but, like, once upon a time I used to watch a lot of anime. Now I've really stopped it, but then now I only really watch very few and far between. And only if I really like it. I think one that made me tear up a little bit was 86. That was pretty good. Nowadays I just watch scenes and stuff. Yeah, more or less, if I'm looking for a game, I wish, it's hard to find a game I would say I really enjoy. Say Celeste is a good game, but I wouldn't call it one of my favorites of all time. I didn't really get that type of feeling with it. It is an experience, though. It is something that everyone should try out at one point in time. Wow, I did not get up fast enough. Yeah, it's... Man. You know, actually, thinking back to it, I think if I had to rank my games for like best of all time, well, besides genre, if I had to pick only one, because not necessarily like replayable or anything, but just based on the type of experience it gave me. Actually, I don't know. It'd be really hard to pick. It'd really just depend on the moment. Right now, it'd probably be Outer Wilds, but then I don't know. Maybe when Breath of the Wild came out, it would have been that game. Maybe Outer Wilds is the reason why I'm saying that is because that is probably the one I've played most recently. Out of the games I really enjoy. Definitely something which I feel like is sorta underrated, even though it is something that is pretty well known by others. I'm surprised it isn't as spoiled as could have been. People could have 100% spoiled the experience for others. I have heard of the Arkham Knight games. Seems very interesting. Seems pretty fun, but it also feels like a commitment which would be pretty hard for me to commit to at this time. What would you remember? What would you say is your favorite game? Like, or not just favorite game, maybe just favorite games. Like any other games which I've given you, did I do the right one? Was that even the star? Or the one I needed to do? Pretty sure my thing was, the mission was to clear out the mansion, but I just did the secret mission instead. I think another one I'd probably like. Ocarina, okay, yeah, that is, you can't go wrong with it. Although I have to admit, when I first played Ocarina of Time, I didn't like it as much. It's weird. I think a lot of N64 games, at the first playthrough I don't like as much, but then on my second playthrough, because I used to do this a lot where I'd play Zelda games twice, that's how much I liked them. So on my second playthrough of Ocarina of Time, I remember enjoying it a lot more. It was weird. It's like, once I figure it out that... Oh, that was a... One moment, I don't want to do this right now. I want to do the first shrine. Yeah, so Ocarina of Time and stuff, I remember because, it's part of that era of games where you sort of needed a guide to get everything. And for Zelda games, I usually try to get everything I can. So using a guide to find some of the things really did bother me. But then when I was playing out my second playthrough, like when I knew where everything was, I for some reason felt so much more fun. And that was the moment I understood why a lot of people like Ocarina of Time. It is a very replayable Zelda game, which you can't really say about a lot of Zelda games. I picked this... Okay, I picked the wrong shrine again. Yeah, I'm sorry about I'm going back to the start. I just really want to do this second shrine and go back into the secret area to do the red coin one. before I move on, because I feel like if I don't do it now, I'll probably forget like the cannon one. Like I almost forgot about the cannon on the beach red coin. Okay. This time I'll do this. Yeah, so yeah, Majora's Mask. I'd be down if they released Majora's Mask. Like, man, that reminds me, Zelda's. I'm so excited for this year. There's no way they don't release something for Zelda's like anniversary. I think the running rumor right now is that because it's like everything is more preparation and stuff, or they're more celebrating like Mario's anniversary. Because of that, they're sorta like not mentioning Zelda's. But I think the running rumor is that they're gonna announce something in June, the June Direct. And I'd be so excited. Honestly, whatever they announce, if it's like a remake of some kind, which it will be, I'd be stoked. Like, even though I have Ocarina of Time 3D, if they do a remake for Ocarina of Time, that'd be cool. I'm really looking forward to it. No idea what will happen, but I'm excited. What about you? What type of what sort of Zelda games like have you played so far? I think myself, I've actually played through them all. They're all really good. Yeah. That was terrible on me. What? Yeah. I have no idea what's gonna happen, but I am excited and I am ready. my wallet is ready to get whatever gets announced. I don't know. I will say, you know how you were saying about games that sort of disappointed? For me, unfortunately, that game ended up being Tears of the Kingdom. Like, I will say it is definitely a better Breath of the Wild, but what I'll also say is that the gap between like Skyward Sword and Breath of the Wild was smaller. Like, the gap between Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom was smaller than the gap between was bigger than the gap between like Skyward Sword and Breath of the Wild. So I was sort of assuming they'd just like remake all of Hyrule or change it more drastically, but then what I ended up getting, and I didn't do it myself any favors here, I played all Breath of the Wild before playing Tears of the Kingdom, and then when I jump into Tears of the Kingdom, it's just more Breath of the Wild. Like, I wasn't expecting shrines, they were pretty nice, but I feel like the shrines in Breath of the Wild were, unfortunately, like, better done. I'm not doing this right. And I'll also say, Skyward Sword is an interesting game for them to re-release for the 35th anniversary. What did I miss? I missed one of them? Oh, that one. Oh yeah, a lot of people love like Twilight Princess. I will say my first 2D Zelda was Phantom Hourglass. My first 3D one was Wind Waker, and Wind Waker is awesome. I think part of me is hoping that they re-release Wind Waker HD for the Switch, because that is the definitive way of playing Wind Waker. I know a lot of people say that it's not going to get re-released because it's on like NSO expansion, but on the other hand, they also made a like Link's Awakening remake, even though that was technically already on NSO. So, I mean, there is a chance. I would be down. That would be cool if they released like a Zelda collection. This is kind of annoying. Oh no. No, I haven't played the Oracle games. I think I tried. I played all the 3D games, but of the 2D games, the only ones I haven't played, I think the only ones I haven't played are Oracle games. I think I've played Zelda 1, I played Link to the Past, Link's Awakening, Minish Cap. I think the Oracle games are actually the only ones I haven't played. I played Four Swords, not Four Swords Adventure. I've played... yeah, maybe all of them except like 3. I have heard good things about it, and I've also heard that Oracle was created by, I think Capcom helped? Because you can sort of tell the Oracle games are more unique. They have the Oracle of Seasons and Ages, and I'm pretty sure, I don't remember which one, but one of them represents that's not good. One of them represents like has a lot more dungeons in it with fights, with like power, I guess, representing the Triverse of Power. And the other one represents Triverse of Courage more, or Wisdom, so you have a lot more like intellect-based puzzles, and then you can also sort of connect your save files together. So, in a way, it's like a really early concept of what Pokemon does now. In a weird way. But, I wouldn't be too stoked if the Oracle games got re-released, because, I feel like we're sorta overdue for a Zelda title. You know? Like, for example... Bean... I don't know. When did Tears of the Kingdom come out? Was it 2023? Been almost 3 years. Which actually isn't too long. But yeah, I would probably prefer a 3D one. I will say, it is definitely a game, like if I had to recommend one of the games, it would be Tears of the Kingdom. But the thing is, I think Breath of the Wild is much more polished. Tears has some pretty glaring issues with it. Like, for example, you could get memory. So Tears also has memories, and you can get them, and they're kind of weird because they sort of should be in order, but you can get them out of order. Tears is also is a game. It's a lot more of a sandbox game. The boss fights are amazing. Tears just builds on Breath of the Wild, but personally, if you already have Breath of the Wild and you're gonna be playing both games, I'd recommend waiting like a month or waiting a bit between both games, because you can pretty easily tire yourself out, because they haven't really changed the world too much between And plus, I think and that's kind of a problem because Tears has, like, Breath of the Wild, the entire world around it was awesome because it actually pretty well kind of built on the environmental storytelling. But and I think the shrines in Breath of the Wild are better. Feels like there were way too many, like, blessing things. But Tears is but the thing is, it is a masterpiece in its own way, right? That's why you had so many people calling it a disappointing masterpiece, because it is a masterpiece. It just doesn't really deviate from Breath of the Wild too much. I feel like they played it a little too safe. But the boss fights are awesome. They have this thing called the Gleeok, and that thing is sick. So yeah, they have their own flaws. They have their own, like, benefits, or their own pros, cons. But both good games. Although I am really looking forward to the next game. I can actually check these doors? Why can't I open any of these? Do I need to talk to the front desk? Don't let that discourage you. I feel like Tears is a pretty good game. Probably get it for a good deal as well. It's definitely something worth checking out. Oh yeah, Sky Islands. The entire Sky Island thing for Tears. Only issue with that is they sorta only had one big island, which is a shame, but hey. And the deck forest also feels kind of empty. Ooh, the casino, huh? It's kind of interesting. Oh, okay. Sure. I thought there was an interesting wet spot, and it just led right into this room. Is this? Can I get in here? Oh. It's a cool level. Oh, okay. Got that. There is something strange. Neighborhood. Who are you gonna call? Ghostbusters. I've never seen the Ghostbusters. Alright. Good to hear. Interesting to see that this thing is still haunted. I can go out there. What is this guy doing? Yeah, good luck, buddy. Probably something else here. Yeah. Pretty cool level. Oh yeah, I have to get a pineapple. Cool coin. Oh no, yeah, no worries. I'll have to go soon anyways. Thanks for joining. It was nice chatting with you. And I hope you have a nice day. That's the pineapple. Right, see you. Although I might not stream for the next few days. I have something to do. If you're still here. Next stream would probably be on Monday. I have a few things planned. A few things going on. Oh, that's the pineapple. That's another pineapple. Can I just throw it at this guy? Hey, Yoshi. A lot of damage. What do you think? Well, at least I don't take damage if I am so bad at jumping on these ghosts. Okay. Probably make my way all the way up here. Hopefully I can get this. Okay, Yoshi's starving. Okay, I need to get Yoshi some food. Alright, alright, alright. Mario wood. Okay, I have no idea where to go. I feel like this is the way, it's just doesn't go in. Okay, there's literally no point coming here. Yoshi went very far down. There is a point to getting Yoshi, I just don't know what. Maybe it's actually coming in here and going up this way. Yes. I'm going through the way like before. This. Then. Okay. Comes in here. Nope, not in this way. Oh my, okay, I really need to search this up. Huge mysterious Hotel Delfino. Okay, so okay, I need to use Yoshi to clear all the big boos. Okay. Well, I need to get banned Yoshi. Goodbye, Yoshi. Actually, wait, I can ban him in the water and he should just... Oh. Nope, that's it. Well then. And... I have to go through all of that again. Hey Yoshi, how much do you have left? Almost out of juice. There goes Yoshi. And time to get the fruit again. Right. What? Oh yeah, this room. I don't remember where I went. I am lost. Okay, so oh, it's that same room. Okay. Grab one of these. Open this door. Jump down here. Feed the Yoshi. Take the Yoshi. And make my way all the way up. Okay, so with the Yoshi, theoretically, I can just do that. Alright, I have to go now. I have to continue this another day. Which would be Monday, fortunately. Alright, bye.